All right. Finally, we're back with the UFC. The WWE bullshit is over. We're back to a real combat sport, real fighting. All right, guys. Now let's get into this, man. We're gonna sweep the prelims. All right. First and foremost, we're sweeping the prelims. Man, I can't talk. Jocelyn Edwards against Chelsea Chandler. Picking Edwards. Roberto Romero. Timothy Kwamba. Going with Roberto Romero. Dude, why can't I talk? What is going on? Pauliana Viana. Jacqueline Amorim. Going with Jacqueline Amorim. Pauliana Viana. OnlyFans coming up next. Cameron Simon. Malcolm Wellmaker. Going with Malcolm Wellmaker. Damon Blackshear. Haley Alatang. Damon Blackshear. Chris Gutierrez. John Castaneda. Chris Gutierrez. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be boring. This is the piss break right here. The Chris Gutierrez one. Evan Elder. Gage Young. Evan Elder. Matt Schnell. Jimmy Flick. All right? Easy sweep. Truthfully, though, like, Matt Schnell, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you going to retire and then unretire? Like, do you want to get knocked out again that bad? He misses it. He misses the sleep. He's probably thinking, he's like, man, I haven't slept this good since I got knocked out. I need to go get knocked out again. That's probably what he's thinking. But, yeah, Matt Schnell. Yeah, Jimmy Flick. You can't trust Matt Schnell. It's also, too, like, just the fact that he actually did retire. He walked away. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to come back. I got one more in me. That you're just asking for it. Like, how can you trust a fighter who literally has 1 foot out the door? So, yeah, let's get to what matters. Andre Muniz, Ikram Aliskerov. Truthfully, I don't think either of these guys are that great. But I'm going to go with Ikram. Andre Muniz did not fight at all in 2024. I think he was fighting some injuries, which is unfortunate. But didn't fight at all. His last fight was against Jung Young Park. I was actually looking this up. But pause the picks. This is actually, there's something that needs to be said about this. Andre Muniz was the main card opener of the Apex Fight Night of Yadong Gutierrez. He is still the main card opener of a fight night, and Gutierrez is now in the prelims. That just shows you how quickly the sport can move on from you if you're not entertaining, if you're not dominant, if you don't have good finishes, or if you're not active. If anybody's watching this, which is going to be nobody, no, I'm just kidding. But if anybody's watching this and you're like an aspiring MMA fighter, you need to keep that in mind. Like, be skillful, be healthy, don't fight injured, don't take unnecessary risk unless, like, the opportunities are there. But the most important thing you need to do is at least try and be active and be entertaining, or else you're going to end up like fucking Chris Gutierrez. Literally, the main event of a fight night to now being the prelims. So, a guy who literally hasn't fought in over a year is on the main card, and you're on the prelims. So, it's not a good look. But yeah, Ikram Aliskerov, Randy Brown, Nicholas Dalby. Randy Brown is really good, man. I feel like he's just gotten better. Yeah, he got chinned by JDM, but JDM's a good fighter. Clearly, he's fighting for the freaking belt. In 2 weeks? I'd say, that's an okay loss. It's a loss that's aged well. Randy Brown is a good fighter, though, and he showed great durability and good improvement in the Bryan Battle fight. I think he could have gotten the nod in the Bryan Battle fight. I think Bryan Battle is just riding off some hype. That's probably why he got the decision. Nicholas Dalby is a pretty decent fighter. The Renat Rekretinov fight was very competitive. But he's old, so I'm just going to pick Randy Brown. Dude, he's 40, Jesus. I'm just going to go with Randy Brown. I didn't even know he was that old. Holy shit. Randy Brown, though. Michel Pereira, Abus Magomedov. I always thought Michel Pereira was a bit of like a jerk-off of a fighter, truthfully. I never thought he was that good. Like, beating up Ihor Peteria and shit like that. Like, doing a freaking backflip and kneeing his fucking head and getting the win that way. Like, he's a scumbag. All those little antics can only get you so far, and it got him exposed. Whereas Abus Magomedov, who also got exposed, has shown nothing but improvement since then. I'm going to go with Abus Magomedov. Giga Chikadze, David Onama. I'm going to go with David Onama, not because he's, like, amazing. I just think Giga Chikadze is declining. He's starting to slide. He's taken some missteps in his career, and it's starting to go down for him. He's literally having, like, a Calvin Kattar, like, a career downspin. And it's like, and it kind of is like the same exact way. Kattar has that war with Holloway, and then he beats Chikadze, and then now Cater's on a 4-fight losing streak now. And then same thing, freaking Giga Chikadze has that war with Cater, beats Alex Caceres, and now I think he's just on a 1-fight losing streak. I mean, he just lost to Arnold Allen. But now I'm picking him to lose against freaking David Onama. So I just think, the end of the line for Giga Chikadze is unfortunately here. Zhang Minyang, Anthony Smith. I'm going to go with Zhang Minyang. Minyang Madness. Is that what they call it? Minyang Madness? Anthony Smith, it's time. It's time to hang up the gloves, dude. It's time to, Anthony Pigheart Smith. It's time to hang him up, dude. All right? It should have been your time to hang him up at the last pay-per-view you were on, but unfortunately, I don't know. Dana White just couldn't cut you. He couldn't cut you too soon. He's like, we can get one more highlight reel KO out of this guy. So hopefully Zhang Minyan can get that highlight reel KO and we can get a good fight in the co-main before we get to this boring-ass main event. Unfortunately, I have to go with Ian Machado Garry. I want to be wrong. Let me preface this. I want to be wrong. But I everything I know has to go towards Ian Garry. Truthfully. Since Ian Garry has gotten into the rankings, he just keeps winning. I mean, he didn't win against Shavkat, I know that. But he just keeps winning. He beat Neil Magny. He beat Jeff Neal. He beat fucking, was MVP. Who else did he beat? I feel like he beat someone else. I can't think of it, though. Let's just look. We're here on Google. Beat, he lost to Shavkat. Beat MVP. Beat Neil Magny. When did he fight fucking Jeff Neal? Don't tell me that didn't fucking happen. That was not canceled. Sunken in. D-Run. Neil Magny. Dude, I swear he fought. Yeah, okay, yeah, he did fight him. I'm tripping. Okay, yeah. Pretty much ever since he's gotten there, he just keeps fucking winning. He didn't beat Shavkat, but he went to a freaking decision with Shavkat. Granted, Shavkat was injured, but Shavkat was also injured when he fought Wonder Boy, and he still choked him in the first round. Ian Garry is a good fighter. He's very defensively sound. All right? And he doesn't care about being entertaining anymore. He just wants to win. He just wants to be Bilal Muhammad. He's like, if I can be boring and be on a win streak and get to a title fight and win, then I'm gonna do that. So who cares? He's not gonna put himself in a position to get chinned. He's gonna play the range game, and then probably in the third or fourth, he's gonna start going for takedowns, try to really exhaust Prates, because he knows Prates is a fucking chain smoker, like we all do. And then, truthfully, unfortunately, I could see him actually subbing or TKOing Prates in the fourth or fifth, just from exhaustion from Prates. I feel like we haven't seen this guy truly tested, at least not in a while. And being a freaking chain smoker is not a good thing. It's not healthy. It's just not. It doesn't show me that longevity is in your mind. So he needs to fix that. And if he loses, then hopefully he will address that. But as of right now, I have to pick Ian Garry, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to. I don't like Ian Garry. I don't, what did he say recently? He just said he should have gotten the nod for the title shot. Hey, guy, having a close fight, having a close number one contender fight, and then the number one contender gets injured, doesn't make you automatically the number one contender. That's not how it fucking works, okay? But in defense of Ian Garry, honestly, props to him. Props to him for taking this fight. Clearly no one else wanted it. And honestly, props to him for stepping in with the Shavkat fight. No one else wanted that either. Or at least as far as we know. I think Buckley said he would have done it, but I think he already had the fight night scheduled with that UFC Tampa. So, and, that was the last card of the year. And that one turned out to be great. So, I'm not, it doesn't even matter. But I'm going to, unfortunately, have to go with Ian Garry. I want to be wrong. I want Carlos Prates to fucking chin this guy. And I'm going to be really upset if, the Fighting Nerds undefeated streak in the UFC starts with, the decline starts with Carlos Prates, because he's actually my favorite one out of all four of them. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But let's just recap that. Ikram Aliskerov, Randy Brown, Abu Smagomedov, David Onama, Zhang Minyang, and Ian Garry. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, Garry can pull something out of his ass, make it entertaining for the first time in a while for us.